Don't lose your accent. Stop trying to lose your accent. Goodness gracious. Aidan Uttinger. Did I get it?
Uttinger, very close.
Uttinger. Uttinger.
Yeah.
Who leads anyway? I think I can take it from here though. Leads a groundbreaking nonprofit, the world's greatest experiment. Can't wait to hear more about it. It's dedicated to building love farms. We'll hear more about that. Worldwide love farms all across the world conducting experiments at the intersection, they say, of consciousness and capitalism. And I know that Blaine Bartlett loves to talk about conscious capitalism. So it's not so far away from it, hopefully. Quantum physics also involved. The mission is to alleviate poverty, tackle some of our planet's most pressing challenges, and in ways that have never actually been attempted before. Look forward to hear all about it, and all that through the power of love, the power of the heart. Aidan, it's nice to see you again.
Thank you. You too.
All right. I'm going to let you take over, but I did want to get started, but because I want to remind people that how I found you was due to the we used to have this theory that we were working with, that 664 equals E squared, which began the tale of about a letter that Einstein apparently supposedly wrote his daughter. Turned out it's folklore, but it's, as good folklore, it's a really good-hearted story about the most powerful force in the world, and that's the thing that's going to help us all, and that force is love. And I'll let you talk about it. Talk
Yeah,
about
well,
love.
I've also saw that. I also saw that sort of that letter supposedly from Einstein and found out it was folklore. But I think there's a lot of truth to it, and I think that the latest science that's coming out now is really showing that love really is the most powerful force. It's something that we're only just starting to understand, and we are hoping to really pioneer and pave a new path and be the ones that figure out how to collectively channel love and direct it where it's needed the most in the world, to see what magic we can create by doing that.
So,
So
love farms. Tell us all about
yeah,
them.
so the basic idea is that, with all the science coming out, and as I started to find out more and more about the amazing things that love is actually doing in a scientific way now, like changing the structure of our water, it can make our food, like plants and trees, grow faster and healthier. A lot of work that like Dr. Joe Dispenza is doing now is proving and showing it can heal bodies of all sorts of diseases. It just struck me that, why do we not have love in our food, like in everything? Like, why can we not at the moment go and buy our fruit and vegetables, our meat, our water with love programmed into it? If we've got a loved one that's struggling, who's sick, who's going through a rough time, why can we not tap into all this love that is out there and direct it to people that we care about, beyond obviously what we have the capacity to do ourselves? And it got me thinking, and I started to think, well, I think that's the future of business, actually, and probably healthcare and stuff too. It can play a massive part. So I wanted to basically build a framework that could connect businesses, people, products, all out there who want to infuse love into what it is they do, with an abundance of love and the natural, well, the thing that came to me, I was wondering where we were going to get the love from at such scale. And I heard a statistic, I heard a statistic that currently there are more people in the world that have access to smartphones and Wi-Fi than have access to clean water and basic nutrition and medication and shelter. And it was just mind-blowing to me. But I had this aha moment where I was like, well, that's where we can get the love from. There's this massive untapped workforce of people out there who are crying out for a way to get out of poverty and to provide for the people that they love the most. So what if we were to teach them to meditate and send love using the latest scientific research and stuff that's proven to work, and we direct that through our technology platform to people and businesses around the world who want to be the first to stream love nonstop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So the
So
Beatles were wrong. You can buy love.
That's one of the things that I secretly want to be able to show people. I really tried to tune into that, and the message that I really felt like I got was the only reason you can't buy love is because it's only if you're looking at it in a certain way. I mean, love to somebody who is starving in the third world, who has 10 kids to feed, is putting some money in their pocket so they can go and put food on the table, or pay for their kids to go to school and try and have a better life than they did. Love to somebody who's got an abundance of money and no time, could be time. Love gets, I mean, it really just depends on the situation. And what we've tried to do here is correct imbalances. These people who are suffering and have got no way to provide for their family, they have lots of love. If we can facilitate a transaction between them and people that maybe have money but not enough love, we can correct the imbalance, and both sides get the love that they need.
And the fact that some of these countries are like one of the happiest places in the world, if we can tap into that, it's like they're trafficking in love over there. We need to get some of that love. How do we get into that? How do
Yeah.
we get into that love?
Well, this is the thing, like a lot of these, I've spent a lot of time in the third world, and one thing that I think they get really right is they have to rely on their communities, and everybody knows everybody in these communities because they literally rely on each other for everything to survive. And it makes a really special energy in these places. And you're right, they have a lot of love. They're very close-knit in most cases. So how do we tap into it? Well, the world's greatest experiment is our nonprofit. And the model is really quite simple. We take people that want to help people in need. They can pay a contribution to our nonprofit, and that contribution is then paid out to we call them love farmers in our love farms, which are the impoverished communities. And every time a love farmer completes a love meditation, which we can measure through our technology platform, they get a digital credit on the app, which is immediately good for anything that they need in the community. They can go, if a family is starving, they have no food, they can sit down together, send love to somebody that needs it. And within minutes, they can head down to the market and exchange their love credits for goods at the local vendors. So it basically means that any family who chooses love can survive and doesn't need to suffer anymore, and can be taken from poverty to abundance, which is a pretty cool concept, I think.
So how long before you see results of what you've been doing? Do you have any, or have you, or how's that going?
Well, we have our first 2 love farms are set up in the Philippines. And we are launching with them next month. At the current stage, what we're doing is we have to get enough people globally to sign up for our experiments, because we need to be able to go to the community and know that we have enough energy financially to take them out of poverty and to keep them going for a minimum of a year. So the idea is that people who want to stream love constantly in their life, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, can
Love
donate
traffickers.
Yeah, they can donate $100 a month to be in the experiment. There's 2,000 spaces globally for people in this first lot of love farms. And for that group gets collectively meditated on. So those 2,000 people, once we're fully subscribed from our first two love farms, we'll receive over 1 million meditations a month. So
That's crazy.
yeah, so it's pretty good value, right?
Yeah, I know. I get all tingly, just feel like I'm getting leftovers.
And what's really exciting though is, like, obviously, you're doing something great. You're giving these people hope with your donation. So that's great. But what's really nice with it that's different to any other nonprofit is that you're actually getting something back, which is something that we don't know what it will do, but we do know that love does amazing things. And in that kind of volume, streaming to you all day and night, and in a way that you can see it too on our technology platform. So everyone in the experiment can actually see all the love flowing into them. They can read about where it came from, read about the communities, keep up to date with the social media. So you're really like very connected to these love farms as a
Are these,
member.
when you're measuring it, is this like some of Dispenza's tools and gadgets or whatnot? I mean, what
Well,
are you measuring with?
that's where we want to get to. So initially, to deploy it quickly, we're teaching a lot of his methodology to the love farmers because he's probably got the most science behind what works.
Yeah.
But the first two things that we can measure is presence. So we have the app set up in a way where both thumbs are on the screen for the love farmers. So it's essentially a way of policing that they're not trying to cheat the system. You know, they're actually there and they're present. But there's also a lot of social pressure in these communities in the best way for them to really do it right, because we've gone to them and said, hey guys, you are the first love farms in the world. You are now able to earn 10x what you were earning before. We're going to upgrade your community. You have the potential, if you work hard at this and you really put your heart into it, to get incredible results around the world. And those results are what are going to ensure that this becomes a sustainable way of making a living for your community in the future. You know, you guys, so really they understand as a community that they understand the big picture, and they understand that if they do this right and they really put their hearts into it, all the science suggests that it's going to create miracles, in which case they're going to go down in history. You know, they've gone from one of the most impoverished communities in the world.
They're getting so much back as well. I mean, just like the whole process of give and receive kind of thing, you know. I would think that these people are going to be like, can we start love farms here? Or, and I think we should keep them far away. America doesn't need love farms. We don't. I think we need more that we need some of the
The love,
absorbing.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the moment, the way that we've got it structured is love farmers can make, you know, if they work a full day, they might be able to make $10, which is a huge amount of money for them. I mean, currently the average income in our community we were working with, if they even have work, is about $1.50 a day. So they're earning exponentially more, but they're doing something which is great for them. You know, the meditating all day and getting paid to do it. It'll be challenging in the beginning for some of them, I'm sure, but the social experiment and the you know, the possibilities of what we might witness with entire communities taken from extreme poverty to all of a sudden sending love all day and meditating and having more than enough to take care of their family and communities. I mean, that's super exciting. As far as I'm aware, nothing like that's ever been done before. So yeah, it's an exciting thing to be a part of.
The whole measure of wealth thing is kind of different from, you know, obviously all of us. So yeah, extreme poverty, I'm just like, what's extreme poverty to them is clearly not the same to us. This is, I guess, you know, is my difference. So
yeah, it's all
yeah,
relative.
anything for them, I think. But they're getting all to do all the love and feel all that juice, that mojo.
Yeah.
That's gonna be magic, man.
Well, that's the thing
And
that
I kind of envy their jobs.
yeah, that's the thing. Like it's if all the research that I can find tends to lead to the point that if you're sending love all day to someone, you're actually getting the love as well. There's like it creates this sort of current of love, and if you plug into it, doesn't matter where you plug into it, you're getting the full benefit of that magnitude of love that's flowing. So yeah, exciting.
Well, it is
So
very exciting. The world's greatest experiment. Excellent. Well, I'm glad I caught up with you, and I'm good. We're going to put the website and all that stuff down below, and people can read and hopefully donate. And you're doing working with businesses as well, right?
yeah, so it works the same as individuals, except for businesses, we just have 222 spots. And they make a monthly contribution. We build in a page into the app so they get their own part of the app. And essentially it allows them to share with their customers and social media clients, etc., and employees. They can share all the love that's flowed to that product or services in a way that your customers can actually, you can educate your customers and they can actually check. And let's say, for example, it's a water product. They could scan a code and see all the thousands of hours of love that's in the water and all the love that's flowing to it in real time. So it creates like a really cool new way of marketing for companies while doing good in the world as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to talk to any businesses that are potentially interested in being the first in the world in history to stream love live to their product.
Streaming love all day long. That'd be awesome. I hope we can get in on that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, Aidan, thank you so much for your time, and I will get this to you when it airs, and I'll just send you a link, and yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, great. And
It'll be
people,
a little different.
people can sign up for the experiment at theworldsgreatestexperiment.com. So
Excellent. We've got all that. It'll be underneath, and we'll play it a bunch of times on our radio station too. Do you have a favorite song?
oh man,
A happy
favorite
song, of course. I can't imagine you not having a happy song.
Yeah, I mean, I love so much music. I mean, I love Tom Petty. I love the old school stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, we love some Tom Petty. All
Tom
right.
Petty
Well,
is really
I
good.
just wanted to play a song particularly for the world's greatest experiment when we play the show. Sometimes I like to throw a song in there.
Oh, I'll give you one then. How about "Give a Little Bit" by Supertramp? I always like that one with this because it's like just give a little bit of love, right? And that's exactly what we're doing. So that's the song.
Perfect. And that's how we'll wrap it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Take care.
Wanda.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.